Hey guys, House here, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Europa Universalis Rome. And earlier, before I started recording, I was captivated by the television. In Roswell, New Mexico, live on television, was the Austrian daredevil Felix Baumgartner. He was in the progress of establishing a world record for the highest freefall jump. Basically, he was falling from 128,000 feet above the Earth's surface, and he wanted to be the first human being to free fall and break the sound barrier, and it was amazing, truly amazing. It harkens back to the days when the Americans were landing on the moon and all that kind of stuff. It reminded me very much of that, and it was very exciting, and it was very emotional too, to see a guy jump out of a little capsule held by a gigantic balloon and just watch him drop and become a pinprick from the cabin. And then they also recorded his descent towards Earth, and he, in the middle of the drop, he started spinning, and that was very dangerous. And I thought he was going to be a goner, because once you start spinning like that, your body's held under a lot of G pressure and can get quickly out of control. And just imagine you're penetrating the Earth's atmosphere at those kind of breakneck speeds, and if you're tumbling, you better get control of the situation fast. Unfortunately, he did, and he said that he was stable and in control, and that was just amazing. But he didn't set the longest free fall record, but he did set the highest free fall, and he also, I believe, broke the sound barrier. They're still doing some tests. They got to look at all the data that they recorded. So I wish that man a lot of luck. It was amazing to watch, and it was also the gear was supplied by NASA, but the whole mission was sponsored by the main sponsor was Red Bull. So it's that joint nature of a public organization such as NASA and free enterprise. It's really neat to see that kind of merging happening, and they're breaking boundaries. These guys are our present day explorers, and it's really neat to see that. Alright, so let's go back in time to the days of Rome, shall we? Alright, I will go ahead and post a link of one of the news articles. You guys can go ahead and watch it. I'm sure it'll be up on YouTube as well. You can probably watch the whole thing there and see what I saw. It won't be live, but you'll still get to see it, and it was amazing. Alright. So, when we left off, we were still at war with Macedonia, right? And we're gonna get a force together and go take out the Bosporan kingdom over here. I'm wondering if we offer them a white peace, if they'll exit the war. Nope, they want to stay in the war. Okay. So let's look at our units here. That's right, we had them all over here, right? Alright, so these guys are recovering. We need about 10,000 men, so in about 2.5 months then. Let's go ahead and merge these guys up for now. And where's our fleet at? There's our fleet. I'm going to have them go take out the pirates and then come back here. Alright. So they're blocking trade in Rome. We can't have that. And Colchis accepted peace with Armenia, and it looks like they got swallowed up pretty badly. You can see Armenia is growing very powerful. That's interesting. And then the civil war is still going on for Carthage. Okay. So we want to end this war, hopefully with the full annexation of Macedonia. Alright. Speaking of which, let's build some more structures while we're here. Let's look at our leisure. And let's make sure that we get these stockades built everywhere. Okay. And irrigation and Pergamon. No, we won't be building irrigation there. The tax modifier is just too low. But we will be building temples. In fact, can we build any temples here? Nope. They have pretty much everything built. That's good. Alright. I'll build one here in Umbria. And one in Samnium. Oops. Build. Yes. You have a death, another death, death of a rival, and Publius Papirius Pre Rex Status. The faction leader had a son. And let's build. Won't be building anything there. Peace offer. We're gonna have to decline. They wanted money. Maybe they will accept a white peace. Nope, still rejecting our offers. I want to get them out. Oh, see, the Dacians are having barbarian troubles. Doesn't bode well for them because usually when barbarians conquer an area, they lower the civilization ratings. New governor. Tertius Posthumus Magellan becomes governor of Bithynia. I'm not sure if we have a governor. Oh, we do. We do. Oh no, we don't. Yeah. Okay, so this one here is Asia, and this is Bithynia et Pontus. If we look at the regional mode here, we can see this is Bithynia et Pontus, and this is Asia. And Rhodes is also part of Asia, so interesting. And then over here is Illyria. These two provinces. This is Epirus. This is Macedonia. Really see how they break down the regions here. So we have a couple regions. That's good. Alright. Ready to pick these guys up. Lack of trade in Rhodes. So Rhodes already gained a forum. Excellent. That's 14. Yeah, so we'll have 39. Yeah, they'll be at maximum. We'll have 39,000 men there. Oops. Here. Just about. And they're almost full. Excellent. Killed some ships there. I am Spartacus. Whoa, slave uprising. The slaves of Sparta have had enough of the treatment and are beginning to rise. The governor is sure that it will be a minor irritation, but people with more sense believe that this could be the big one, and the first place they will go is to the governor's palace to string him up. Oh, Tertius Aemilius Pappus has died. Wow. And we have one of three things happening here. Wow, 18 regiments rise up for one of them. Okay, we'll see. And, whoop, pause it here. So we only have 3 regiments pop up, it seems. I just wiped out that unit. Let's appoint a man here. Why are some of these men's loyalty so low, you know? Gaius Aurelius Cotta. And he will march there and hopefully take out those slaves. And we're going to pick up these cavalry here. That's going to reinforce the unit here. Let's look at our unit composition quickly. Heavy infantry, cavalry, horse archers, archers. Okay. And heavy infantry, cavalry, horse archers, archers. Alright. So, Spartacus. You know, Spartacus in Sparta. The actual Spartacus was a man that hailed from, I believe it was Illyria and Macedonia, like this region up here, and he was put into chains and transported to Rome and became a gladiator. Well, the actual, I believe the place that he trained at was in Sicily, and the place that he revolted at was in Sicily, so it didn't actually happen in Sparta, but that's interesting that this one happened in Sparta. I got a pretty good roll there. Alright, let's pick up these cavalry. There we go. Rebels are done. Let's get all the cavalry onto the boats. Take them to Argolis. So we'll have a nice unit there. Let's look at the loyalty of our current leaders. Actually, we can go to military here. We can sort by legion, and we can look at their loyalty this way too. Overall, pretty loyal men. He's starting to lose some loyalty, though. He's one of the generals of the 7th Legion. Cultural absorption. The Corsica have been a colony of ours for some time now. The barbarians have been absorbed. Excellent. Let it happen. Alright, so 7th Legion, I believe, is over here. Yes, here's 7th Legion. One of our best generals here. 11 loyal units. It's time to replace the man. He's done a great job, but he's becoming unloyal. So, let's replace him. Huh, this man here, he wants to become Pontifex Maximus, though. God, look at that, guys. Alright, we'll take him. Let's look at his loyalty here. It's rising. Let's go ahead and bribe him as well. Let's get his loyalty a little higher. Diminishing trade. Wood has always been an integral part of our trade since it has so many uses. As of late, though, we haven't been able to keep up with the demand, and this has affected our trade relations negatively. Rome gets diminishing trade. Wow. Trade income negative 20%. That's bad. It's too bad. And this man over here, he's very loyal. He has loyal units. We'll keep him around for this the wars up here. And then finally, let's offer them a white peace again. Nope, they really don't want to exit this war. Alright, so that unit's back up to full speed. And let's go pick up our armies. Stone for wine, Antioch to Achaia. Okay, let's go to Antioch. Antioch to Achaia. And papyrus for stone. Phrygia to Pergamon. Huh. So we're losing some trade routes here and there. Let's do... yeah, let's do that. And let's look for some other trade routes if we can. Pergamon. No internal trade routes. Huh. What about over here? Let's see. Bithynia has a large population. I like that. Mostly slaves now, though. Let's go to Bithynia and Trapezus. Okay. Gotta keep those trade routes up so that... it failed. The populace have been going down. You can see there's a little bit of war exhaustion, unused trade routes, lack of buildings, and we have some looted provinces as well. The military faction has grown in strength. Excellent. That's good. I should probably do Lex Copernicus sometime. Alright. So, gonna pick up our troops. Go smash some heads. I have a feeling we should have some more heavy infantry here. The Navy of Egypt outnumber us by 81%. Wow, so they have quite a few ships. Let's do that then. Let's build some ships. Yeah. So, let's build some ships here. Oops, not that one. Build up a navy. Build another 4. We'll just keep building up our ships. I don't think... yeah, just our ships seem to be... the number of our ships seem to be the main problem. Okay, so we have 14, let's see here. Marcus Pomponius Matho died. We're going to have to appoint a new leader. We can appoint our consul. Let's do that. We'll appoint our consul. And I'm contemplating whether I should take the smaller force or this larger force. This one's better suited for sieging, I think. Let's take the smaller force first, because these provinces will have a tendency to rebel for quite a while. Alright. So hopefully they don't have... they do have military access through Macedonia. Crap. Well, let's see what they have first. They might not have much of anything. They just had a war with Egypt, but then again, they might have quite a bit of power. Alright, invading Taurica. Caught the Macedonians by surprise here. And they're retreating there, so we're going to follow. In the meantime, we're going to pick up the other army, yeah. And you can see there's barbarians up here, the Nuri, and the Relaxi. January 8th. Bam, we wiped out Macedonian's armies. Good. And let's quickly siege that. Hopefully they can take it. Let's get the next unit. Alright, siege is over, and let's go over these things real quick up here. Let's invoke an omen. We'll invoke to Mars. Fuck. Failed. Yep. The Seleucid Empire. Really? They're negotiating for their entire alliance and ours for ours. I don't even recall them entering into the alliance. I'm going to decline the offer. And we'll have them march there. And we'll bring in our forces here. They only have a supply limit of 14. So I'm going to... Let's see here. This man here wants command of the 4th Legion. Where's the 4th Legion again? I think the 2nd, 3rd. I think 4th Legion's on the ground. No, 7th. 6th. 1st. 2nd. 3rd. Where did I put... Oh, the 4th Legion's in here. Okay. Okay. Gaius Genucius Clepsina. He has loyal units. And then this man here, he's the current legate. And now this man wants to take it. I'm going to say no. Nope. Okay, excellent. This is good, very good. Macedonia has a couple units marching. Huh. The Bosporan Kingdom. Our edile has served a full term, and Gaius Fabricius Licinius has convinced the Senate that he should get the job. And the religious faction will gain some senators. Okay, I'll agree. And we'll try a white peace with the Bosporans again. And the Bosporan Kingdom accepted. Excellent. Alright, so he's become edile and gained some religious conviction. Still a military... Oh yeah, he's the military faction leader. Excellent. Proclaim aristocratic republic. Really? Rulers reign for 8 years. 1 military idea, 2 civic ideas, and everybody gains a little bit more monthly loyalty. I'm going to say no. Speaking of which, we did want to improve relations with Egypt. Let's go and do that. Yes. And our relations increased by 28.8. Now if we come over to diplomacy, there it is. We look at our relations here. Egypt's at -10. Different religion, diplomatic skill, infamy. Okay. So it's decreasing slowly, very slowly over time. So as our infamy goes down, it'll improve a little bit. Okay. And so our unit was here. We're going to have them transport over there. See, we're taking quite a bit of attrition because they're stuck on the boats. So the sooner we can get them off the boats, the better. And that should be it for the Macedonians. There we go. Yeah, Bosporan Kingdom had hardly anything, so. We'll assault. I don't think they'll win. Nope, not that time around. Assault there. Some people would say, why would you want to assault? Your guys just take a lot more attrition, or a lot more combat damage, but the real thing is attrition. 5% attrition on 25, 10% attrition here. That means we're going to lose 1,700 anyway, so the sooner we can fix that, the better. The sooner we can end the siege, the better. So I'll wait 1 more month here. And it seems we are being attacked by the Seleucids here. And Duilia Prima. She's married. The ruler. Excellent. Medius Aemilius Barbula, one of the Aemilii family, has gained control of the Senate. Alright. It is my right. Zapoited has made secret of his ambition to Navy Quaestor. Okay. He wants to be Navy Quaestor. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. So how is our Senate looking now? 12 populace, 38 religious. Amazing. Excellent. Alright, so yes, they're sieging Bithynia here. Huh. I can grab this army here. Let's do that. Move that unit to Thessaly, we'll grab the fleet. These guys will continue sieging. And they should be able to take it. Excellent. And we'll have them siege as well. Wow, 14 men. 14 men holding the whole city. And we have some barbarians incoming. 14 of them. This should be able to hold. Get those men loaded up. Alright, so now we can take this, and whoever's commanding the 6th Legion just passed away. Really? Alright, we're gonna have to put a new leader on the 6th Legion there. He must have died while on the boat. Alright, so a new leader here. And he was actually that military 9, wasn't he? Cletos Zagreed. There you go. Go smash him. And barbarians. Such a shame. Okay. Macedonia. Suit for peace. We can't annex them. Really? Even with 100% war score, we can't annex them, guys. Alright, what we'll do is this, and we'll force them to give up all of those cores, and let's see here, except for Sparta. There we go, and we'll send that. There they go. Macedonia accepted. They're going to be paying us tribute every month. Excellent. And we have some new trade routes set up. Also the Seleucids, right? So yeah, there we go. Rejected our peace offer. Okay, so we really want to, I'm going to have to leave small legions over here. I don't really care for these provinces too much, to tell you the truth, guys. They're kind of way out of the way. I'm only going after them so that we can go to war with Macedonia. Speaking of which, our missions and decisions. If we complete this, the mercantile faction will gain 2 senators. Let's see here. During a grand ceremony, Gnaeus Sulpicius Severio, the Pontifex Maximus, joyfully pronounces guidance of Mercury upon Rome. What do we need to do to complete this? Just pay them money. Just keep improving the relations like that. Now that we're next door neighbors, I guess it is important. Alright. So the Seleucids are next door to us, huh? Really? Who else are we at war with then? You would have thought that... let's see here. We're just at war with the Seleucids, really. Alright. Well then, we'll grab this larger army over here. And if we come over here to government, maybe we can get rid of Freeman the citizen? No. Who's our current leader? I really want to change this to citizenship. But it'll cost us 3 stability. We could do that. And then start raising it again. Let's do it. Alright. Alright. We did it. Stability dropped. Sucks. But we have a religious leader. Yeah, religious faction ruler right now. So, we'll do it. Now we have a higher rate of citizens. People become citizens much faster, which should start improving our overall research up there slowly. And they're really starting to mass up troops. Interesting. The sooner we get this army over there, the better. Oh yeah, they're fighting barbarians though, huh? Okay. Gnaeus Augunius Gallus becomes governor of Gallia Cisalpina. We currently don't have one. Okay. That's fine. And this man wants to become governor of the Bosporus region, which is probably up here. Yep. I'll accept. And over here we're going to need one as well. Let's set up trade routes real quick. Let's set up a trade route. God, Rome's so huge now. Look at this, guys. Look at that. 77.1. It's amazing. Unused trade routes and colon allies. There's plenty of revolts throughout our kingdom now. That is crazy. There's even a revolt chance in Rome. Crap. The governor of Macedonia is considering independence. Really? He wants to become ruler, huh? Let's grant him a title or two. And let's replace him now. Somebody who's loyal. Marcus Aemilius Lepidus. Or Lucius Carvilius Maximus. There we go. Alright. Trade routes, yes. Alright, we go to Bithynia. No, those are all crappy trade routes. About Antioch. It's part of the Seleucid Empire. We're at war. Yep. Let's see here. Grain for wine or wood? There we go. We'll try that. What about the Tylus? Let's try it. Let's try Pergamum. Failed, failed. Alright, well we'll just set up some internal trade routes then. Internal trade routes. Could trade next door with these guys, possibly. They refused. Of course they refused. Alright. That's right. October 8th. Could pick them up instead. Prosecution. The fact that Gaius Duilius has witnessed some rather shady activities has somehow reached one of the senators. Apparently one of the murder victims was a close friend of his, and now he wants Gaius Duilius' help to find the murderers. Alright, we'll help him. Oh, he died at the age of 71. Wow. 71 though, he was gonna die pretty soon anyways. Maybe that's what his thinking was. Oh, okay, I'll help. Alright, we're gonna grab this unit over here instead. And they'll just keep fighting off the barbarians. Cultural absorption in Syracuse. Let it happen. Excellent. So, that is excellent. Let's have some cultural absorption happening, which means the tax income will go up when they have a different culture group, but now they don't. So we should see that difference. Now, see, it went from 6.1 to 7.9. So you get negatives when the religion's different and when the culture's different. The culture gives you a negative 30%. Yeah, so the culture is the more important of the two, religion and culture, but they're both really good to get down. Alright. So we're gonna go and invade. Okay. We're gonna go move to Pergamum here. And Massilia declared war upon the Averni. So the Averni, Massilia's gonna go and gobble all that up. That would give us a Cassabelli, right? If that gives us a Cassabelli, what if I went to war with these guys? Huh. I could just go to war with them. Call to arms, Massilia. Yeah, we'll accept, we'll accept. Now, who does that make us at war with? Just the Averni. Okay. We'll march into their territory and see if we can take some. Might as well, we're Romans, after all. We won a battle. Really? Where? Oh yes, the barbarians over here. Good. So we should get some slaves. Yep, we got some slaves. And we're no longer trading. Why is that? Averni and Tylus. Tylus? Tylus is up here. So now we're at war with Tylus as well. And the Seleucid Empire, of course, won a battle there. And they're going to want to retreat to Lydia, but we'll pursue. So now we're at war with Tylus up here. Wow, quite a bit of war here. And hopefully we can quickly dispatch these people here. Governor of Iberia. Iberia. That's up here. Yeah. Become governor of Iberia. I didn't even know that Verni had ships. They do. They have ships. We're just going to outright annex these guys. And we won a battle there. Excellent. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and invoke. That one succeeded. Good. And we can build some provincial improvements or increase our stability. I think we're going to go with stability and continue improving our relations with Egypt. We won a battle there. Alright. Pergamon, we have rebels, of course. We'll go ahead and assault that there. Ooh, doesn't want to fall that fast. 10 units of rebels, huh? I'm hoping that we can kill all the Seleucids here. Try sieging. We lost. That's our former consul, right? Former ducks. Never mind. Okay. So many men now. And Drusus Papirius Praerextatus, his son, gained all the wealth, so he's very happy right now. Siege of Phrygia, that's over. Excellent. We'll have them assault as well. Massilia. We'll move there to Volcanti and take out those barbarians. The Averni. And they're going to gain up some morale before they go in march. New commander. He wants to take control of the First Navy. Really? He's loyal? Gaius Genucius Clepsina. Oh, okay. He was a former naval prefect. He has loyal units under his control. I'm gonna say no. Who's our current leader here? No. Okay. And we need 95 or so gold to stabilize our country. We've been expanding pretty aggressively lately, so. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and annex them. Excellent, yay! Imprisoned a bunch of guys. Alright, so now we have quite a bit more territory. Quite a bit. We'll build stockades here. I know I was saving up for bribes, but these regions, they're going to require stockades. We can't afford it yet. We will soon. And I might have to start moving in more legions up there and I mean, we can afford building more legions, so let's go ahead and start doing that. Instead of a stockade, let's do that. Let's build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's have them build them all there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 12. 1, 2, so 6 there. That's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So that'll be a brand new legion for our borders. Excellent. Alright. So let's get some trade going real quick. And here. Okay. Alright, so they're close to finishing that siege. Scared child. Try talking to her. This is their former king. Let's go to this man here. He's corrupt. He's part of the military faction. He's pretty much loyal though. Okay, we'll God, that's a lot of guys, but let's go through all this here. Alright. So we come over here to characters, imprisoned. Let's look at their loyalty. We'll release them via loyalty here. He would go to Macedonia, huh? I'll release that man. Release him. He wants a title. Alright. We'll release him, and then we'll give him a title. We'll give him Tribune of the Soldier. Okay? And then these men can stay in prison for all we care. Well, this guy here. Yeah. Release that guy. These guys can stay in prison. Alright. This army here is going to take care of the rebels. Once they can. I'm going to let these ships arrive in the Mare. April 26. And we caught them, yeah. No? We'll try to catch them. Alright, so assault, the walls are breached. Should be able to take it this time. Alright, look at this, guys. So we took Lydia. And I'm wondering if we sue for peace with these guys, or we have to take one more province. We'll see here. If we demand tributes, yeah, we're going to have to take one more province here. Okay. So I'll have them deal with these rebels quickly. And we should be getting some of their ships. Come on. A new governor, Aquitania. This is Aquitania over here? Sure is. Alright, another place, Aquitania. Alright, appoint another governor. A lot of things happening now, guys. Let's see here. Syracuse. We can colonize a province. Where? Zinchi sounds like over here. Somewhere. Yep, true enough. Huh. Do I want to continue building up stuff back here? Yeah, we'll colonize. Alright, so we'll colonize there. And we are currently building up there, and I'm worried about barbarians coming in, you never know. And we beat back the rebels, that's good. 14 units. I'm going to have them go to Phrygia. We're going to have to assault here. So they'll arrive on the 12th of July. Okay. And then that'll be that. Have them meet up in Etruria. We might need a couple more units actually. 13,000. Seleucids. We're going to decline that offer. Pushing the Seleucids back is good. Versus, I mean, the Seleucid Empire is done. So, if we don't take it, Egypt will. That's kind of how I think of it now. 25,000 men up there. I could definitely split this army in half for both of these provinces here. I'm going to have 2 over here and 2 over there. That should be pretty good against barbarians. And we could probably easily take over the Bosporan kingdom as well. And then we'll be pretty spread out. I mean, more so than I like. I'd rather be built up more solidly than overseas like this, but it is what it is. We got handed Tylus. That's right, we're still at war with Tylus. And Tylus has quite a few ships out, actually. No. We're at peace with Tylus. So, what am I doing with my fleet, then? Never mind. I think we'll begin splitting up that army over there. Alright, let's... Really? Okay, we're going to march Hiladius Timolid to Galatia. And then we'll see if we can pry a piece out of these Seleucids. And you can see there's barbarians in Tylus now, even though they're taking over Illyria. So Tylus is going to be another large kingdom that we have to worry about near our borders, moderately sized compared to us, but I mean, we're in the process of conquering the whole of Europe here. Colonization successful. Excellent. Now let's go ahead and build up a stockade quickly. Alright. And we want to split up this army into 13 and 12. So, God, this is a wretched army design here. This army is solid by itself. It needs more heavy infantry, to tell you the truth. Okay, now that I think about it, we're going to have to transport one of these armies later. I think I'll take these 2 armies, actually, and move them up here, and then we'll start forming a more balanced army between these provinces, respectively, all the Greek provinces. And I definitely need to build stockades over there if I want to hold them. Any kind of rebellion or barbarian invasion could quickly take those provinces away. And these 2 have a very high revolt risk. Nationalism, different religion, different culture group, corrupt governor, and war exhaustion. Goodness. We're definitely going to have to keep legions in both those provinces. And what is the barbarian sizes over here? They're getting pretty large again. Whoa, 14. Yeah, so any chance any time now we're going to have probably some kind of uprising. Oh boy. Oh boy. Another legion here. Actually, let's just have all these guys meet up on the board of Gallia Cisalpina. Okay. Quite a bit happening here. What do we have here? The Seleucids are invading? Are you serious? Really? Gosh. So the sooner that we can take these, maybe we can get peace out of them. Alright. Sue for peace. Let's demand some tribute here. And let's go for Lydia. They accepted. Alright. Excellent. Okay. Okay. So, Armenia now, they're giving military access to the Seleucids, and they're giving tribute. And now Armenia feels threatened by Rome. They want to build up a manpower reserve. Speaking of which, all these wars here, Gallia and Phrygia, yeah. All these wars have been slowly draining us of manpower, just a little bit here and there. I could definitely go to war with these guys. The thing is, barbarians are going to be popping up all over the place, so we have to build up our military up here before we start aggressively expanding anywhere. And we have to keep in mind that we're going to be going to war with Carthage, so... I wouldn't mind if we lost these provinces up here. It's not going to be a huge loss, because look, we're gaining hardly anything up here. I'm surprised we're gaining anything at all. And then over here, practically nothing, guys. So this one we're gaining a little bit, and it's only because they have irrigation and we have a cruel man in the office here. Yeah. Higher revolt risk and local tax modifiers increased. Okay. Alright guys, well that's it for this Let's Play. We're gonna be coming back soon enough. We have a lot more things to do. We're gonna try to keep this fragile empire together right now. We're spread very thin, we're all over the place. But one more war with Macedonia and they'll be gone, and then maybe we can start consolidating the rest of Greece and making it much more solid without worry for rebellions, etc. I know that, yeah, you can see even the Egyptians, they have 30 units stacked right here, and that's a lot of units. Probably means they don't have much of anything stacked over here. But we do need to start increasing the size of our navy, because I believe Egypt's navy is much larger than ours. And we also, I guess we could solidify this. The thing is, if barbarians start tromping through these territories, they'll do it. Not a lot I'm going to be able to do to stop that. Rome isn't that powerful that we can project our power over here. We could, a lot of power, but we have so many more valuable provinces to protect over at home. So we'll get this legion up here on the border, so that way we'll have 4 legions up here on the border to protect against these little roaming barbarians, and we'll get the stockades built everywhere. That extra that 2,000 manpower in the fortresses helps a lot. It could last like a month longer than usual, so it's good overall. And what else? that looks it. That looks good. Okay, guys, my name's Riot House. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play.